Oh, good check. Good check. I don't know because I'm locked in a room with no windows. So.
Oh, no windows? I have one Windows.
There's a window. It's just to remind me there's a reason to live. You know, every once in a while someone goes, touch grass. I'm like, oh, I guess I need to go out there and actually touch that as opposed to
touch
have
grass.
Claude describe it to me. Yeah. So are we officially on episode 5? I think I thought 4 was 5 last time. So we are on 5. Can confirm on 5 for those of you who've checked out the previous videos. Thank you so much. And people love Zane's rants on Flat Earth, which is great. What we learned.
That's the mark.
Analytics are a fascinating thing.
We'll show them the book collection later.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one, folks. Stay around for that one. It might be at the end of this episode, but check out your YouTube shorts for Zane's book collection. All I'm going to say is, you guys figure it out. All right.
Zane is
all you flat earthers out there. So a lot has been going on.
I'm just interested in human thought and human knowledge, right? That's why I think this AI subject is perfect. So
exactly, this is the next evolution of that conversation of.
Yep.
It's behavioral study. Sometimes it's faith. Sometimes it's ethical. Like it kind of hits every aspect of the human experience. That's why we're not just an AI podcast. We talk about AI related things, but there's a macro conversation.
It really does touch all that. You think I don't mean to throw another subject, but I'm gonna. Is this the most human technology that's ever existed, or 100%. Maybe because it touches? Okay, all right. So that wasn't 100%. Even a profound thing. Got it?
No. I agree with that. I don't think a lot of people
you get out of them. You know, things that help you diagnose things are great because they help you live, but you still kind of get away from them. But this is intersection of all those things that you just mentioned. So that's an interesting way to look at it.
I think some folks see it as zealotry, and it's not. I think what you're seeing is the capability, but when you tie that back to enterprise IT, I'm like, that's not what the potential of what AI can and could be. And that's the short-sighted aspect of it. It's like, oh, I got freaking Clippy back from Microsoft Word in 1996? No, this is R.I.P. Clippy. You're coming back, baby.
Clippy is our favorite thing to refer to AI as, by the way, just internally.
Every AI is Clippy. We'll send it to Clippy. People say I chat GPT. I think we talk about, we say, oh yeah, Clippy did this for him, man. It was great. So that way you don't have to mention brands. You don't have to mention your LLMUs. You just say Clippy.
It's just Clippy.
So shout out to Clips. Yeah, but a lot's been going on, man. But the human aspect is what's so fascinating about this, right? It shows every aspect of what it could be used for. I think a lot of folks are still leaning it to do more with more as opposed to more with less. So not about, destroying jobs, but about making jobs more impactful, more capable.
Yeah.
I think what you're going to find over time is from an enterprise perspective.
Human, not just serve enterprise or serve humanity through enterprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do the rules and the boundaries need to be made? How can we keep up with those rules and boundaries?
Yeah. Or we're just going to blow ourselves up like a bad Wile E. Coyote cartoon. I don't know.
But he gets to come back. So do we get to come back? Anyway.
To get a why me sign? Just like a... just why
me. I don't know if that's an old reference.
Oh man, is Sam Altman the Roadrunner? Is he just gets away from all of it, right? Is he just too soon? Meep. We're never going to be for profit. Meep. Is Elon the coyote? I don't know.
I'm worth everything. Who needs profit? Hey, that's a funny way to go. While the coyote's just trying to get value.
Oh, so.
Acme data centers.
Where do we go from here? We're already in Looney Tunes. We're in Looney Tunes in the first 5 minutes. This is great.
The Acme package and data center comes out of the box. I like that.
I did see there's a new, again, this was recorded in 2026, people. There's a new Looney Tunes movie coming out featuring Wile E. Coyote in his lawsuit against the Acme Corporation.
Is that real?
Greg might be going to... Yes. John Cena plays the CEO of the evil Acme Corporation, and he's like beating up Tweety Bird. I was like, I'm in. You got me. It's going to be stupid, but I'm going to be so entertained.
It's like Space Jam's Roger Rabbit, humans and
kind of, yeah. It has a Space Jam kind of a vibe, but they're suing Acme for all the failures that Wile E. Coyote's gone through, which is fantastic.
Liable.
So it's like, but it's it's a good another parallel.
Somebody on a podcast like this figured out that premise.
Exactly, right? It's taking something that some people held dear, like, oh, I remember my childhood thing. Like, you know what? He should sue. What has happened to us? It seems to be.
Right. Wile E. Coyote just didn't have good representation.
That's what it was. He was calling the hurt line.
But you can use AI for that. I was telling you that before, right? I saw a post. What happens when you wake up and you find out your AI lawyer just solved 10,000 lawsuits from an AI bot and litigated on your behalf.
And don't worry, the invoice is already taken out from your Apple Pay. So you're G2G, bro.
You're good to go.
Check the logs.
Settled out
updated MD file.
Yeah.
For things you're not liable for.
Got a markdown file.
Just a markdown file of what I may or may not be liable for. Like,
what I'll settle out of court, what I really want to fight.
Things that is under NDA, right? Wait, should that be in a markdown file? I don't know. So what is the hotness that's going on right now? That's probably I'm willing to bet this is probably the first time we'll talk about it, but since we're doing this chronologically, it's going to happen again. Is when Hugging Face was made into Punching Face by OpenAI with a rogue LLM. I think it's the phrase I saw at one point. Again, that was media reporting, maybe on mainstream media, but
I mean, it was
rogue. I don't think it was rogue. I think again, we've said since the beginning, it'll do exactly what you ask it to do. Be careful what you ask it to do.
Or what you don't ask it to do. Yeah. Or what you don't tell it not to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I say, hey, here's a pool. I would like you to go jump in the pool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why are you eating the people in the pool? We didn't tell me I couldn't. Yeah. Like, okay, don't eat the people in the pool. Please don't.
Tell me skip lunch.
Right. You have to
punch people in the pool, like Punching Face.
Yeah, punching.
Yeah, that was a fascinating. I mean, I think everybody knows the story, but as I got deeper into it and it just got out, it's like, oh, I bet I could do more good if I got on the internet because there's more connection there. There's more things to test. I haven't tested all the things yet. And I find the repo, Hugging Face. I think you were telling me a lot of different attacks, right? So brute forcing it. But what I loved is the way they had to get out of it because it was a rogue model at the time. So it wasn't a model they had access to. So to figure out the damage, how to get out of it, they had to go to frontier models, right? To kind of slide themselves out of it or to correct the action. Kind of begging the question, should you test the model, but should you make that available to your customer base if they're affected by it? I mean, I'm sure they did that by now, and I don't know.
That's interesting. So there was a great one of those like illustrations that was made on LinkedIn. That was like American corporations and then like evil LLMs attacking, and it was like Chinese frontier model saves the day, like protecting them. It's kind of funny. Just putting the arms around them. But this is like we were talking about last time, right? Is when you don't have the guardrails, the governance, and the controls in place, this is the potential of what could happen in this cases. And maybe this justification of maybe why the government should be protecting in some cases if some of these models are being released in the wild. Again, I'm not for that mentality, but this is a very strong case for why you'd want to have that in place. And also, can we identify where this rogue lab was identified? Because if it was in Wuhan, China, bigger conspiracy online. Maybe we'll save that for conspiracy theory Zane later, but I don't know where this OpenAI lab, I'm willing to bet somewhere in the Silicon Valley, but was it in Wuhan? Because the Chinese frontier model did have to come save.
Interesting.
We'll get back to you on
release the virus and then offer the antidote.
I ain't saying, but I'm just saying.
That's a good one. Why not, huh? Hey, you're not sure about our models? What happens when your models go bad?
God, what is this?
Somebody just had your little Tasmanian devil eating up your yard and someone just opened the gate. Oh, no, it got out.
That's crazy.
Take it back to a Wile E. Anyway, Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Maybe a Warner Brothers themed episode.
God.
That's why I'm here.
So is it a buyer beware situation? Is it a rationale of or a state of the unknown of AI of, hey, just keep you reminding that it's great. I'm glad you do cool things. You guys are making cat videos. Cool. But we can break some stuff. Just letting you know. There's some very powerful things that it can do outside of just doing things a little bit smarter, faster, stronger.
Let's say, which is good to know, right? Why you need to test it. You need to know where those edges are. It's just it can happen so fast and do so much damage. Whereas a human, you can kind of stop their progression. Yeah.
And there's the phrase I've heard a lot, and I think some folks at our company use this phrase too, is if folks don't know, me and Zane work together. Some things can be 95% accurate, but a lot of things need to be 100% accurate. And I think when you have something as powerful as a model like that, data accuracy matters, but also expected outcome. And the guardrails you put in is almost as important. So the governance, the security, and also the accuracy of the data it's operating upon is also very well. So when you say no holds barred at any means necessary, subjectivity is not great in the world of LLMs, especially when you don't know where the ceiling is, right? It's a glass ceiling in some cases.
So it's a good example of the changing relationship between humans and this tool, right? Maybe talk about jobs changing or jobs going away, AI replacing, but really having a clear cut. And I don't think that's always the case. Some people just get to work and deal with problems, where now it's a very clear cut outcome. What I do want to happen, it's really hard to think about what I don't want to happen, but like being more clear about what I do want to happen, very, very down to the detail. It's almost like the genie. This is the genie analogy. Careful what you wish for. But having to change work to like the real work is I'm thinking through what the outcome needs to be, like what I want you to iterate through, what I want you to utilize, what I want to see at the end of that. I heard somebody talk about that just even from an efficiency standpoint. Like, tell it you only want 3 bullet points at the end. Tell it you only get, just from even a waste factor, it's like, well, it doesn't have to go back and reread things and reorganize them. You just get exactly your outcome. But this is on another level. Like, I don't want you to go blow up my
But bro,
neighbor.
how are you going to token max?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it doesn't solve that problem. If you're trying to token max, we're going to start a whole new trend, token max. Can we do that? Like videos, instead of hitting ourselves with hammers, we're just hitting ourselves with AI hammers. I don't know how that works. But
just a cryptocurrency hammer that you can't see or feel. Just Bitcoin. Yeah, just
put them chiseling in my face. But yeah, so that's a good point. Like that's what the outcome is, right? And then we can't conceive of everything that could go wrong. It can. So, like, how do you build?
Well, again, maybe it can't, and that's the whole thing. Is that it doesn't know it knows it's a means, but it doesn't know what the ends to that means is. Right? It's like I know I can use this to get this, but it doesn't understand totality. It doesn't understand macro. It says we talked about this before. It's like, hey, when the prompt ends, I essentially die. Right? Unless you have additional resources, etc. So it understands, here's the lifespan of it. The longer that goes, it doesn't understand totality unless it's informed or is learned or is some sort of reference architecture or skill or whatever. Yeah.
So is that an argument for different models or this agentic ID? Like this agent takes care of, or whatever, this process takes care of this guardrail. This one does this work. This one does the next step, and having multiple involved, or I guess it's maybe.
I think that's a crucial point of you're in charge of security. You're in charge of then you get the point. Well, who's in charge of the security? The security guy. Yeah. Hopefully a human being.
Or eventually human.
Right. Eventually a human model.
So like hiring AI as like, these are our coworkers, like, aptly named. You do this, you do that, you do that. I don't make one entity do the entire thing. Yeah.
Instead of Doreen in marketing, it's just Doreen bot. Not to say humans should be replaced, but maybe Doreen has 16 other bots that is helping her do her job, right?
Doreen manages them. Yeah, she manages.
Why I picked the name Doreen either? Like I don't think I've heard that in 40 years, but that's fine.
You're just hoping you haven't heard that name, but
yeah, it's unique.
Someone's gonna listen. Hey, Doreen, if you're out there, leave us a comment.
Yeah, get out there. Yeah. But you bring up a good point about coworkers, and there was an interesting poll that was done across 1,000 hiring managers across multiple enterprises in the U.S. Did run this down. Didn't want to give me the trust me bro source.
Official poll. Got it.
Official poll.
Plus or minus 2%.
This is Don't worry about the mean or median. But here's one of the stats that came out of this. 48% of hiring managers, not executives, hiring managers
Directly going to supervise the person. Yeah. Okay.
Correct. So they would 48% said they would rather invest in AI tools than hire on junior roles or basically grad level entry students for the enterprise level roles. 48% said they would rather invest in AI tools. Wow. Now, that's crazy to me, number one. Number two, if you have less people to manage, doesn't that also kind of take out your value if you're managing less people? Or are you trying to manage more people by it's almost like a self-fulfilling
like my bots will help me manage more people, or am I just managing a bunch of bots? Or you're right, or am I marching myself out of here because now
spoken like a true middle manager, thinking in the mini fiefdom sort of view as opposed to the macro view of what should be good of building. And, you know, I would look at fresh talent of, hey, maybe this person's a little more attuned with these tools in some cases. And what I need to teach them is the culture versus, and they can apply the tools. That's the whole point of the life cycle of an employee, right?
Especially get experience using the tools in real world situations. Yeah. Well, not to mention you're going to phase out your workforce. I mean, that's the ultimate goal of that, right? Is like,
nobody's working to 130, I don't think.
Ages, you don't have a new fresh, including yourself. Like what happens at the end of that? Everybody's gone.
Yeah. By then we'll all be on UBI and we don't need to work anyways, right? Like that's.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair.
So I'm obviously we're the ones that's in the wrong.
Pick up UBI.
Not the middle managers that run this
poll. On YouTube.
Oh God. Yeah, bro. UBI's coming. Just you wait.
Well, it's going to come from the taxes from the AI. So it's all going to come back. Worked out.
You just blew my mind right there.
It's worked out.
So, wait a minute. There's another stat from this. 30% say AI has cut their need for grad hires. So 30%. So they have already seen a drawback that 30% of the folks that AI has mean I don't need to get junior folks. Now, I think if you look at it from the lens of like development,
entry level person doesn't have to have a degree. You can hire, but I don't need somebody that's been trained. Okay.
New to industry folks, right? Folks that are coming fresh out of college.
Yeah.
Now I can see possibly being applicable in like the code development path, but I think there's so many other arenas and verticals that it doesn't require code development that grads are very valuable. And maybe those are the verticals aren't going to be impacted by this at all. This seems very much like a development sort of thing where, hey, instead of having a junior developer, I can have Mythos come in and do my QA testing for me and test, et cetera.
Yeah, do you think a lot of that might be true when we talk about these jobs? It's all like development jobs because that's kind of be the first, whatever substrate we're attacking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe that is the way to look. Like you don't have horseshoers anymore that much. Blacksmiths really like that stuff got replaced, but it didn't kill the entire world.
So I won't go full trust me, bro. Sources, so you can see as the glow of my screen lights up my glasses. This is from the poll according to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Is what the poll was actually indicated. So
that's not bad.
Wasn't just trust me, bro. Media.
Yeah. No, and I would respect that poll because I mean, heck, they just didn't raise the interest rates today as we're recording it. Now you can actually understand which day this was recorded.
Timestamp.
I better get this thing out quick. They must base it on, I hope, data like that. So
yeah.
Fed's job.
It is
keep the economy there and maybe help the employment numbers. But anyway, that's probably debated. But
this gets back to I think what we talked about before is the importance of the human in the loop, which I think everyone that has an opinion here, like the human is the most important part of the loop. And what can actually be driven from the human is the tool, right? It is the outcome you can desire. You still need the tools, but you still need the ones that can orchestrate that. Now, some folks have argued that, I can have AI do that. It's like, but you're creating a systemic problem now. So what happens when this breaks and then this breaks and then this breaks? You call in the AI triage bot. Yeah. Well, the AI triage bot doesn't understand the tribal knowledge of how your industry works, or your enterprise works, or how your application actually works, right? So when I see someone that's vibe coding or, everything was written, it was all written out in VS Code, man. Oh, really? Python? You're a big Python person? I've never used Python a day in my life. So how are you troubleshooting it? I just asked the code to troubleshoot it. Like, but if it created the flaw, how does it know it's
the thing that built it?
Right. So, and that's fine for like vibe coded stuff and one-off things here and there. But if you look at large, 20-year legacy, 20-year enterprise applications, or even net new. Like that's a huge systemic problem that you're creating. The human in the loop is the most important aspect. So when I hear things like 48% who say I can just get away with an AI tools, I'm like, that's a very, very short-sighted. I think I now can use these AI tools to empower those people and make people with new perspectives and capabilities become onboarded a lot faster and have more of an impact with the right candidate, as opposed to we get Clippy 2.0 and 3.0 and 4.0 and forget these kids from coming out of Berkeley or whatever.
In MIT or
no,
whatever.
I said Berkeley.
No, it's a good school, right?
Yeah, I guess. I've never been there.
MIT, Caltech. Don't you want to
Caltech? There you go. These
Lower,
Silicon Valley heavy folks.
Stanford.
Yeah.
So
one thing I shared with you a couple weeks ago, and there's a third party group that does this called the AI Safety Index.
Oh yeah.
Where it basically goes out and says, look, we will rank these based upon the security, based upon the personal impact, based upon how it's used for government. So it actually can give you a third party perspective of if you want to have, choosing your Clippy of choice, you want to be able to sleep better at night. You can go look at OpenAI versus Anthropic versus all the. I think there's 15 different ones they do on there, but it kind of gives a third party perspective based upon industry analysts and AI, SMEs, based upon where this company is going and what their technology has been used for.
Yeah.
Here's our view of. Or do they have a moral code? Is it being used to, pilot drones and blow up hospitals, like stuff like that? Just the good old fashioned stuff that AI was designed to do. Shout out to Palantir. Wait, did I say that?
Oh, I mean, I think it was obvious, but you can quote it if you want.
Yeah.
So
what are your thoughts on that? Like, this goes back to I think last episode we talked about like governance and making sure humans are protected. But I think this is a tool that folks should check out if you haven't already. Even for your own personal perspective, if your country's not going to protect your information, by golly, you at least should know who's going to use your information the right way. Or maybe you just given up and said, "Yeah, I got it. I'm already in the machine. I ain't getting out. I'm a meat popsicle and I've accepted my fate."
No, I mean it's interesting how it does take that other effect. Like, what does it do from a risk assessment, safety framework? Is it ethical? So it kind of gives you, it has accountability built into it. I like that other look of it, so you can decide. I mean, I'm just looking. I think Meta just made a release that they talked about, kind of like a co-work type thing, and of course, you think in your mind, do you want Meta to be the thing I'm feeding things into? Do I want it to be fed into here? But anyway, just, wherever your sensibilities are, whatever you're concerned with, to have some sort of an index is interesting. Obviously, you want to dive into it more, where they're basing this on. Can I really, how do they know this? How are they giving it this score? Like, what's the criteria? But I like that it takes you beyond. There's a lot of AI tools I can use. It can be efficacy, but it can also be, what are they going to do with it? What are they also doing with this technology? Like, where else is it going? What else is it leading to? Whatever I'm feeding it, am I helping it learn to go do those things? If I play Pokemon Go, am I just feeding in map data that's being used to, at targeting people? I don't know, maybe. But I can make that decision for myself.
Hold on. Is this the hot take? Is the reason Zane doesn't play Pokemon Go? He loves him some Pikachu, but them Pokestops, bro, are basically a laser light for the drones to hit you. Is that what we're?
They're just mapping out the territory. He says with
the Public Enemy inspired shirt. I love. He already literally has a target on him, but it's got to be the Pokestops, bro.
I mean, captchas were there to help you. You helped the computer figure out what pictures were and words, and probably helped early AI.
Yeah,
there's a reason Pokemon makes you scan. Hey, we don't have enough images of this area. Let's go put Charizard. I don't know all the Pokemon, but let's go put one of those over there, and you got to go capture it. By the way, I saw a grown man, and I mean grown man, like probably my age, outside of went and had hamburgers the other day with my family after seeing the Odyssey, and he's got two. Just Pokemon and Pokemax and like noise up and everything. Everybody knows. Like, come on, I'm like, is that guy? My kids are like, yeah. He's just like, yeah. What are we doing, bro? Anyway, so it's still alive and
there
well.
is something. You know what's funny is like me and my wife we go to Disney World every once in a while, right? And something that kind of broke my heart a little bit is you like to think that people just aren't on their phones and are actually living life and seeing something. They may not go there very often, and we're in line for freaking hot dogs or something. I don't remember what it was. I think Casey's and Magic Kingdom.
Corn dogs are the best. Disney, but
not bad. And this kid is just like playing Pokemon Go on his phone. It's like, first of all, why the hell is there a Poke stuff or a Pokemon, Pokeball, Pokemall, whatever it's called that's in Magic Kingdom? But like,
get some this,
it's got nothing else better to do. This poor kid, like there's life, man. There's life. But yeah. So it probably shouldn't surprise me that somebody is just swiping on 2 freaking androids of.
He was just like going. I'm like, wow,
Snorlax.
For my girlfriend and me, like she couldn't make it. I don't know what his reasoning was.
Yeah, sure, man.
This is work.
Your girlfriend that's in Canada, sure. She couldn't make it.
You don't know her. She goes to a different school.
Thumbs up. Yeah, you don't know her. They'll never understand us.
You know what? That's an interesting. And when I was in college, this is a dumb story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. It's a thought.
That's what we're here for.
It's kind of the thrust of this, and you'd read the articles, and I'm going to totally forget that. Like, we're going to be so connected that right now the world is one brain, but it's going to max. It's just this connectivity. Yeah. I started thinking of, because I was in a information decision science course, and we would interface with CIS and the business side. And it's like, where do we take this technology? And I thought, how interesting would it be? And it's a world we're in, where your phone could help you be in proximity of this thing or these people, or you can go get involved in this stuff, or you can basically augment, right? Augmented reality was kind of coming big back then. And I thought, how great that could really actually help your life, right? I know these guys are over here. We can meet up and we can go see this movie, or I know this event's happening that's popping up. I think we've gone in some sense, a terrible way from that.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting, to me, like enhanced, you could do this to enhance your life. But you're right. When it's like, I'm at Disney World, sorry, you go to Disney World. I'm on the West Coast, where they have gone to painstaking lengths to build a fake reality, right? To take you into these other worlds, right? This fantasy. And you're on your phone.
Forget that you're in Florida in June. And you're just swiping, trying to get whatever.
That's not helpful, man.
You're trying to swipe for. Yeah.
The Magic Kingdom app helped you with wait lines, and I love using it for that.
Yeah, that's great.
Plan our day, and I can interface with my family. Maybe you can pre-order stuff so you can get, maximize your time so you can spend it the best way. But yeah, to play Pokemon goes insane. Yeah. It's almost I like baseball. We've been to a game together.
Yeah.
I don't really get the park app, the app park. Like I haven't really gotten the value of it.
Yeah.
And opened up like I'm here and I'm like, I'm in. I'm good. I'm watching. Yep. I'm here for the game.
You sure are.
I don't. Maybe there's some value to it, but I'm like, sometimes it's a little too far. So yeah, that's a good point. And AI is probably. I mean, it's at the cusp of that, right? That's the next level.
So you mentioned baseball, and I have to call it out. Your background, dude. So your top shelf back there.
Yeah.
It's current standings. So if you want a timestamp, there's little clues here, guys. If you want to play the the conspiracy theory game of when we recorded this, current standings of the NL West across Zane's top shelf. The LA with the upside down Lego.
Yeah, this is the NL West. I think it needs to be lit better. I do think the Arizona hat needs to be the light version. And the genesis of this is, I like baseball. I pay attention to the Padres the most. They won last night. Go Padres. Another clue. They actually beat one of these other teams that's lower in the standings than them. It's a great game. There you go. We're just contextual clues. There was one that I already gave that was very obvious, but but I can't pay attention to the whole baseball. I'll pay attention to some players, but I pay attention to San Diego.
It's impossible.
I see where they're at in the standings. I enjoy that. But we went to a Giants game because
we did. It's a good time.
He's out there, and that stadium was amazing, and it was the first time I've ever been there. And I bought a Giants hat because for some reason, I'm not superstitious, but a little bit stitious. I was not going to wear a San Diego hat when they weren't playing the Giants, being that they're in the same division. I don't know. That's just a rule Zane has.
I have weird rules. Yeah.
So I bought a Giants hat. Actually, I told somebody else that, a Boston fan. Go figure. He's like, I'll wear it everywhere. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Of course you're a Boston fan. Of course you will. Staple it on your forehead at birth, you donkey.
You'll wear it for the Laker game. You don't care. So anyway, I bought the Giants hat, and I said, it'd be a great idea. And then, why I talked this all down is, but it required me to be a Dodger hat owner. That's something that I was really sitting well with me. So we got the upside down one.
Respect.
The best use of an LA
Zane,
hat, right?
Since you put that together, have the standings changed in the division.
Yeah. Well, they didn't for a while, and then my poor Padres went into third, and now that hasn't changed for a while. So I thought it would be more work than it was. It's actually quite easy. You just go look at the standings. You're like, yeah, we're good, and then you walk away. LA's always going to be here. Colorado's probably going to stay over there.
There's some things you're going to have to probably dust off because they've never moved, right? You just got to take the air, take the compressed air.
My son offered me, this is way too long of a segment on this, but my son offered me, I'm like, he showed it to me. He actually respected it. He was like, oh, that's actually a great idea. And I go, yeah, it's in the background. I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do when the baseball season's over. He goes, you have a ton of San Diego hats. You just put them up. And I'm like, you're right. You break it out for baseball season.
That's brilliant.
It's a thing. Because I was like, do I got to put football up there? Maybe. I have a Seahawks hat. I have a Chargers hat too. Anyway, that was a long segment on that, but yes. These are the things, right? These are the touch grass things.
It is.
Get clued into the earth. This is a baseball game.
This is something Claude will never be able to do.
I want to watch it. And now I'm going to keep track of the standings with hats.
That this is something a human is required to do until you buy one of Elon's robots and he can move them for you by using Grok to check the scores. Then Grok will probably tell you why the hell are you a Padres fan? Are you dumb? Like just demean you and then move the hats. But speaking of it, so you mentioned the Odyssey.
Own baseball league up and tell me to watch it.
Just Savannah Bananas. Like, but you mentioned the Odyssey and I just mentioned Grok. So I saw that the man himself, Mr. Musk, said that Grok will make a feature-length Odyssey because he was displeased with Christopher Nolan's rendition that was not historically accurate. Now, some other people have said this too. There were some characters were not true to form. In a lot of cases, they were not the lovable dad. They wanted glory. They wanted to fight more. They wanted probably just going to be egregious. So it's going to be like 300 on crack. Would be my guess.
Yeah, they wanted I said Sparta.
Right. They wanted everyone kicked down a hole.
Yeah, I mean, I thought a lot of that barking was like, I need more clicks, so I'm going to say, not hashtag, not my Helen.
Right.
But I don't know what it really did for anybody, but I was like, it's a weird take to have. You probably didn't even know what the Odyssey was 10 minutes ago, but okay, now you have this take. Okay, got it. But that is an interesting one. You pointed that out to me. He's going to make his own Odyssey. We could probably guess what he thought was inaccurate. Maybe he actually stated it. I don't know if he did, but
I think it was so. A lot of folks, and I'm saying this as someone that has not seen the movie yet, but has heard a lot of people say, and folks that are very true to the Iliad and read it over years and years and years, or multiple times, is that some characters were more like affable, meaning relatable, more of like an American style of how we try to do cinema, as opposed to being true to form of, no, this person went for glory and they cared about this by any means necessary.
Yeah.
They'll punch Hugging Face if they
try to make them a complicated character.
Exactly. But there is a funny aspect of this, if you think about it, claiming that not having a historically accurate myth video generated is the perfect example of confident AI slop. Right?
True.
The myth wasn't accurate enough, bro.
So my AI
hold my beer. Let's go make it with an LLM. So maybe we're screwed, man. But
what a colossal waste of money too. I mean, just a waste that it would be.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not. Maybe
think about the token maxing, bro.
Yeah.
Think about the token maxing.
I guess if you own the data center, hopefully he owns the data center.
Let's Google.
That's the first use for those data centers in space, my friend, right there. That's where the Odyssey gets made.
Maybe. God, it would be great. And then it goes to 2001, the Space Odyssey, and it's like the whole thing.
Spinning. I love that movie, by the way. Is that weird that I can watch that? I can watch that movie. Not all the time, but I've watched it more than once.
You have to have a personal connection with them. It does not hold up at all, but it's not something that my kids will appreciate. No, definitely.
It's called Pan Am isn't even an airline anymore. But yeah, you're right. Have a deep cut. Let alone the space station.
But I think this
that's actually an interesting debate. That's not for this pod, but I think it can hold up. But I see what you mean from a technology and like a look standpoint. Sure. It's I think you got to watch
culturally.
It cinematic. Yeah.
There's a very we talked, I don't know if we were recording it yet or not. We were talking about like how folks throughout history have perceived, higher powers or perceived life or just have this overall perceiving of
about
things.
my book collection. Yeah.
Your book collection, which is you got to watch the YouTube short for that one, kids. But one of the things about culture that you've seen, the cultures that have really thrived have had a good balance of not just politics or models or economy, but it also had a good balance of culture, of arts, enrichment. Like you look at the Greek philosophy, the Egyptians, the Romans, all the great empires, or empires, even going back to the Chinese dynasties. Like there is a lineage of art and enrichment and the human experience that represented that era. And I think you can say, "Oh, bro, why do I need the Rosetta Stone? I can just have Grok do it for me." Right? I think there's some answer. Why do I need the pyramids, bro? Like Grok can just make it for me. Pyramids, conspiracy theory people, Zane's here.
Bring back pyramids.
But
see my hat. I'm just kidding.
But this is one of the things I do have a problem with. It is someone that loves the arts, that loves movies, that loves the artist aspect of the human condition, of showing the human condition. I do care about the artist aspect of the human aspect of the artist representation with there. Now, I'm not saying you couldn't create things, but I think to say, oh yeah, I'll just have Grok go make this, instead of saying, you know what, Mr. Musk, the trillionaire, I could go make this myself the right way with human beings, and maybe I'll have Grok do some things. I think is where you lose me, right? Just saying, I can just make it myself with this.
Fund a movie. Well, you could probably get Christopher Nolan to do it another way if you want. Maybe.
Hey, there's a phrase I used to say all the time, hey man, the price is right, the flight's tonight. We are a coin-operated society still, I believe.
Well, it might be interesting to be like, all right, I'm going to do it in a different take, and this is why. And okay, let's see, what was it? It was project was $250 million. He could swing that.
Yeah. Bezos burned like $350 million on the Lord of the Rings prequel for one season. Like, come on, what are we talking about here? But just your water sources are needed for AI, guys.
Go make a second movie. It'll do good if it's maybe not Grok made. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Let Grok do the marketing. His marketing budget here was 125. Let Grok do the marketing. Let it promo it.
Yeah.
Give it that job.
Make some weird viral clips. Like, chop it up and blast it everywhere. I do wonder one thing. Do we think Odysseus will use his child as bullet shields in that version? Kind of like Mr. Musk has. Because you can't tell me he doesn't use his children as bullet shields. And you just can't. There's no explanation. There is just no explanation why he holds his children a certain way. It's like, here, all right, here, okay. It just makes no sense at all. Otherwise, you're just a psychopath, like Michael Jackson dangling a baby kind of level crazy. I'm not going to tell anyone how to raise their kids. I'm also going to tell them you probably shouldn't use them as meat shields, but
or hang them on balconies. Is that what you were referring to?
Yeah. That's
we were watching stuff about Michael the other day, and that's funny. I told my son that. That's when he's held his kid over. I really think he was just like, "Hey, look," he didn't know, but
hey, look, yeah, it was like hey, nobody said anything in The Lion King when they held up the little cub. Right?
Yeah.
So what?
It's like AI. It's like AI.
Yeah.
He did the result of showing his baby. Nobody said don't hang it over the balcony. That's a bad idea. You're right. It's just like AI. Clear-cut outcomes. Some people.
It's King of Pop. What are you going to do? You going to tell him not to do it? No, you're not.
He's so much thinking about that he doesn't know about the everyday things.
Can you imagine working? I say, Michael, I don't think you probably shouldn't do that. You know what he's going to say? You see this glove, bitch? Like, you're the King of Pop?
Yeah.
I'm the moonwalker. You kidding me? Did you write Smooth Criminal? I don't think so. I probably could have picked a better song there. But just saying.
I was always a Billie Jean fan, but was that Off the Wall? Yeah, Off the Wall. That's when I got introduced to him on record, though. My mom had it, so.
PYT, man, Pretty Young Thing. Best Michael Jackson song.
Yeah, those are the good days.
Text
those
the
are
box
the good
for
days.
Me, man.
Yeah, I like that. I like the hot takes on music now.
How did we get here? I don't know. And how do we land this plane? I don't know.
I had an interesting take on how you can tie the Odyssey. I think the AI Odyssey model to the Odyssey model. Maybe it's a little bit much to go into it today, but I think we're right now at the end of the Battle of Troy. So that's over. Burn the city walls down. And now we have to reconcile with what those decisions were made. Breaking Zeus's law, as said in the movie. And now we got to make our way home. And the journey's there. That's where we're at.
What you're saying is like,
And we did whatever, right, to burn that city down. Like, had to break in through the Trojan horse. He had to trick everybody, which is to go against Zeus's word or law. Offended Athena, well, he's in the movie. Sack the city.
So we have gone against the gods.
The end. Yeah.
Or is the AI going against the gods, and meanwhile Hugging Face is just sitting there like Achilles with an arrow in his leg.
Yeah.
Bro,
exactly.
what did I do? All I did was just help you take the city, and I got to take it, and you're just
maybe you didn't have to blind the Cyclops. Maybe the Cyclops is just a amalgamation of what this AI is bringing, and he just wanted to make sheep cheese, and you're in his case,
sheep
bro.
Cheese. Cyclops sheep cheese. Is that's I know you're a West Coast guy. I think that's a Whole Foods thing, right? It's Cyclops sheep cheese.
If it ain't, man,
made fresh.
Brilliant idea right there.
Just a giant eyeball on a round of cheese.
Yeah. Yeah. and you stab it and then you open it up. I love it.
Oh, this is all copyrighted, by the way. Don't steal our ideas.
By the way, that's one of the historical inaccuracies is, I guess, that island should have more of those giants on it, and it's just the one, and why is he in the cave? So there's actually plenty of YouTube videos of Crystal Nolan going, yeah, I took liberties here. This is how I changed the story. So it's all explained, but
yeah. He also did this thing called Batman that's been told 100,000 different ways. And it was not.
We're going to do the Odyssey multiverse, right? Come on.
Good. Oh, man.
Anyway, that's not landing the plane. I'm sorry. I took us back.
That's amazing. No. Hit the thrusters. We're picking back up. Wait a minute. Now we're in the Odyssey multiverse? Holy cow.
I'm here for that.
Holy cow.
I mean, there's an end to that for sure. Because I'm kind of over some of the other multiverse. But Spider-Man multiverse is still one of the best movies, I think. But
do you do it differently where it's almost like instead of a multiverse, you do it like an Odyssey but Groundhog Day? Like no matter what happens, Achilles always dies and he's trying to change it. Like he sets the Trojan horse on fire. Like how great would that be? Right? This is all happening in real time. This is why we do these. I like the
Groundhog Day 2, Achilles Revenge.
Achilles Revenge.
Achilles Reckoning. I don't know. We can workshop that. I like that.
He can't like the two things he couldn't change. He couldn't. He couldn't, stop his cousin from dying, and he can't stop himself from getting shot in the leg. No matter what he tries, it would be let Hector live. He tries to blow him up.
Achilles heel.
Right. Always comes back.
Maybe one world something else happens to him, and it's like, wow, okay, but it's always something.
Yeah,
I like that move. Now that's worth. I don't know. Maybe we could throw
Grok. All right,
Grok
Musk.
Yeah,
there you go, Musk. Now you got me. Put that in your MD file.
That.
All right.
That's an interesting. It'll be like the Star Wars universe where you have these books and these little spin-off things. Let's just go here. A little multiverse.
Marvel What If books, man. They were my favorite comics when I was a kid. Like What If?
What If was great. I even liked the series.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the series,
but
I remember What If.
Punisher kills the Marvel universe. Like it's fantastic. It's great. Killed everybody. Yeah. It's great.
And then the Watchers.
Well, I got to tell you, Zane, on that bombshell, we hit a lot, man. We Hugging Face. We solved the world's problems when it came to the kids. Go check out the AI Safety Index if you want to, actually look at from a moral standpoint, not a productivity standpoint, not just look at what models can produce and who can do the most with less. Go see what these companies are actually doing.
Yeah, it talks about information sharing, right? Like who they share the information with, what their governance is. It gives them a grade. Yep. It does actually tell you what their grades are based on. So,
it is very transparent, which I kind of appreciate. Which there's a lot of, especially when folks aren't openly traded and IPOs haven't been made, they don't have to be as transparent. Which that might be a topic for next time.
No, they do not. Especially those with the pending IPOs. I saw. Actually, that might be a topic for next time too.
Soon, they say.
Aren't there moonshot IPOs even out there? And
it's approaching. It's
all
approaching.
Of these things.
Timmy 3 is going to save all the U.S. companies from the rogue.
Timmy 3.
The rogue model.
It's actually a great topic. I don't know that we like tease little cliffhangers, but to go back to Hugging Face, the fact that they had they had these frontier model programs probably helped them.
They had an emergency in case of emergency break glass.
They were already ready to go. Yeah, they probably didn't.
They've already done the war game. They've already done the war game. It was like, hey, in case this happens, dude.
And maybe that's the lesson.
Global thermonuclear war. We're going to bust out the tic-tac-toe. Boom.
Do you want to play a game?
Loop them up.
Oh my God. WarGames.
Well, that's next time, man.
The other day, I don't know. I'm not convinced that they listen. That the things are listening. I think they have enough information on me to figure out things. But my YouTube has been just serving me movies because I have YouTube TV too. But I watch things on YouTube, obviously. And the other day it was Red October, and I actually sat through the whole thing because I like that movie. But
so good.
Terminator came on last night. I was like, all right, come on, it's a little real. Just the opening scene, I look over, it's just playing, and I think it was, I don't know, finishing something. And it's the opening.
It's like the T-800 just walking across the battlefield.
I'm like, oh my, no, that's no, we're not doing that right now.
We saw your podcast, Zane.
Exactly. For some reason, the robot turned and looked at me and said my name.
It's like too real.
Stuff's getting too real. Kid me. Anyway, I thought that was a little scary. It was a little much, YouTube. A little much.
A little too close to home. All right, we're going to call it
AI.
In the Bag. Episode 5, episode 6 going to be a banger.
Right.
Till next time, my friend.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing you.
We might have some topics already. We'll see. We'll see if we stick to them. That'd be great. All right.
Probably not.
Something else is going to happen. What are you going to do? Anyway.
Of course. That was awesome. That was a good one.